the UAE is taking bigger steps.
Which is honestly very exciting. UAE is to set up 6,000 rest stations for delivery riders during summer. The UAE is setting up, as I said, 6,000 rest stations to help delivery riders during summer, and these rest stations will offer workers cooling devices, cold water, hydration supplies like salts, and as well including first aid equipment.
This is amazing. Riders can use these especially during midday breaks. That's between 12:30 and 3 p.m. This starts on June 15th and it will continue on September 15th, 2024. And workers will receive a map so they can easily find and access these stations. I think it's so important that this is happening. It's so hot out there. And I think it's just a given that it's really hot. And it's a given that we're going to be inside AC for the next 3 months. But it's also a given that have you reduced the number of times you're getting takeout this summer? You don't. Neither do I. But I'm thinking about it now as I ask the question. But because we don't, it's a given that there's thousands of workers outside every single day. And what is the government doing and what are we doing to make their lives a little bit more manageable? On a government level, this is the answer.
That is true. And as well, you know what, on our level, like as a consumer, we get angry at them for, I don't know, having our delivery come late because we're hungry or hangry, as I'd like to say. Hungry plus angry equals hangry. Which is like normal, fine, you know, but you can be nice and not be angry and maybe just like understand that they are out in the heat that we couldn't tolerate for 5 minutes.
Exactly.
But they're out there tolerating it for like
day.
all day. You know what I mean? Delivering like one delivery to another, and they're just like sweating hot, and it's like with on the road, on their motorbike and so on. And as well, some people do have like some cute initiatives, like I don't know, how give them water, give them a snack, banana, I don't know, apple, anything. That would be really kind of you.
So true. And we look at the tips that riders are getting and we discuss it regularly, and people don't want to have a tipping culture here like they have in the States. That's been the reaction from people on comments. So if you don't want to tip because you're paying for the service, you're getting takeaway so many times a day, this is the season that we put water outside our door. This is the season that we say thank you with a smile, even if we're angry, because we have empathy for the person delivering to us. And the reason I say it is because it's a reminder, not because I sit here and I'm like an angel. I'm certainly not. But I do find that when you have these conversations and when you share with us your stories of the water bottles outside the home, that was one person's idea. True. That was one person who said, I'm just going to do this small thing. And because they happened to tag Lovin Dubai, because we happened to share it, people always say, oh, why are you like sharing your charity? It sends the message and it gets the story out there, and it reminds me to do it. It reminds, and hopefully it will remind having this conversation will remind one more person, change someone's day a little bit.
100%. By the way, Casey, it's not only about that. It's about like, even if you don't have anything to give, if you're nice to them, it's just going to make them not feel like, oh my God, I hate my job. You know what I mean? Because like they are out in the heat, as we mentioned, and they're going back and forth. And there isn't much appreciation for them. And there is like not everyone tips. Not everyone just, as you said, someone, there are many people that do live on takeout, you know what I mean? Whether it's like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it can get maybe like daunting and like financially, I would say maybe. However, like if you would be like, thank you. Yeah,
you're so right. Be a human.
This is a banana for you.
Yeah, be human.
Yeah.
So true. 8:48. Let's jump into our next